Little backstory on Goose Boy here. Say hi, buddy. I'm about to talk about you. I actually got Goose from a rescue about 2 years ago. He showed up on the internet. As soon as I saw a picture of him, I jumped on it. I decided I was gonna go check and see, because I could just tell he just looked like my type of dog, because I had just lost my yellow lab that I had for 8 years, and I waited a few months, but I was really missing having the companionship of a dog. But so this place an hour and a half from my work, and I drove up there twice a week for 3 weeks, kept trying to see him, but the bugger wouldn't let me pet him the whole time. He was so scared of men. Like, he hated men because somebody beat the crap out of him. Then they found him on the streets, and he was all cut up and had cuts all over his leg, bite marks from other dogs, you know. And he didn't have any trust for any kind of man. And all the people that worked at the shelter, they were women. So they'd let him in the room, and he'd just go in the corner, turn his head around, and not even look at me, and just sit there and growl. And I used up my 30 minutes, I think, a visit I had with him for twice a week for 3 or 4 weeks. And finally I'm like, okay, he's gonna let me do it this time. He's gonna let me pet him, because all this time I couldn't pet him with treats or anything. Huh, Goosey? You wouldn't let me pet you, would you? So anyways, I told my wife she hadn't come and seen him. She hadn't come to see him yet, and the kid hadn't seen him, but I was really concerned about the kid, you know, because this dog hated me. Well, he hated men, so I didn't know what was going to happen with a child. But anyways, we went up, and I just made sure Aiden was back away from him. My wife and I were on the couch, and Aiden was on the other side, kind of in the corner. They let Goose in, and he saw me. You know, he recognized me. He didn't really growl or anything. He was kind of like, oh, this guy again, you know. But then he looked over, he saw Aiden. He started peeing all over the floor, wagging his tail, doing circles, like running around, jumped on Aiden, started licking him, just loving on him like crazy. He absolutely loved kids, you know. He totally somehow must have had a kid in his past, wherever he was at. And it must have just reminded him of that, reminded him of having that kid. And he just, ever since then, I could pet him. He was fine with me. He came right up to me after that, let me pet him. He was loving on me, and I signed the papers and brought him home that day. And ever since then, you know, you see my videos of him. Most of my videos are shorts of him, but ever since then, he's just been good. You know, he's been a great dog. And I don't know what I'd do without him, you know. But that's a little backstory on Goose. He still doesn't like men that much in the beginning, but he's a sweetheart once you get to know him, you know. But women can come right up to him, and he's all good with that. He's a ladies' man, there's no doubt. But anyways, that's Goose's little backstory. I figured I'd let you know, since a lot of you watch my shorts on him and seem to like him. So if you see this, now you know. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe and keep watching for new videos to come up. I appreciate it, guys. I bless all you, and stay happy.